Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Piet. You're watching Piet J. Cooper the Model Builder. Yes, we're going flying again. The Lancaster Bomber, and as you can see right there, I've got 53 on the table at the moment, ready for you to see. And we're going on with two of them, and it's just building an engine. So one, in this case, the number, I think it's the third engine we're doing, the port side inboard engine that we're going on with, and I've got part 2 of that right there. But let's have a look at the stage number 53. Stage 53, as you can see right there, the port inside engine. And as you can see, we don't have to put these on one by one anymore. I've got a little bit of extra thin Tamiya glue to help these things come together and stay together. If you remember this glue, this is a glue that is like a welding glue. It melts both sides of the plastic and it keeps them, puts them together, melts them together more or less. So don't need a whole lot of that, just put them in nicely. Lancaster's in action, as you can see right there. Canada was operating a few Lancasters, as you can see right there. A little bit of history, more like the raid on the Samur Tunnel. To make, as they read there, to make a bridgehead in Normandy. And we all know that one, the Mitsubishi, they also made aeroplanes. And this is what these guys had to fly through. A lot of, I thought they call it ACAC, but I'm not sure. And that's the next bits that we're doing. All right, let's start with this. I think we're picking up these two first. So let's put those to the side for a moment. Oh, careful, there are, I thought there were only 2 bits, but there are 4 bits there, and very tiny. So we're having that one. Oh, there's a rounded side on one side, so that's not too bad. This is just to help it stay together. And then it also is a glue that uses, or at least the capillary working. It seeps in. Is that the capillary working? Don't know how you call that. So this is the first part we have together. I think that should go in that one. Let's try and put it in just like that and see if we need to put any of that favorite glue of mine in there. We're going to put a little bit in there anyway. There we go. That is together like so. Yep. Let's get these out because we're going to put them together now. Oh shoot. Well, that's always the little thing that you have to be careful with, and I know I had to be careful, but that just broke. That should be on that side there, and there's is something going to be put together with that, but it's not the first time I broke that little thing. That it needed to be on that side, and I tried to push it, but that of course broke. And we've got these parts together, so let's put those away and get to 54. That's so dumb. That is so thin, I cannot put that back together anymore. That is too small. But we'll find a way, because I've done it before, and I find a way again. 54, as you can see right there. Port engine, and then number 2. When you put more together, and that little part, that you need to be really careful with, because that is the thing I just broke, and we are going to need it a little bit later on, because there is some stuff connected to it, these little things that stick out. Another Lancaster and history over the war over Malta, and we're getting the set together to put that propeller in. And we'll have a look how that is put together and where that little thing is. Alright, let's put those two together. And remember, be careful with that little bit of it. See what I did, I pushed it on and then that little thing broke. So it should be on that side right there. I might give it a try. It's fiddly as, oh, you know what? So as you can see, no, you did not see that, sorry about that. I pushed that thing onto the 3 pins that are there. You cannot put it in wrong because the pins are in a certain orientation. If you turn it around, it will not. Well, there you go. 2 of those came out as well. They weren't glued in properly, so let's get the proper glue out. So I'm trying it this way and I'm hoping it will stay together. It stuck more to my finger than to what it really should be sticking to. I hope it will stay. I think it will. But I need to paint it black. As you can see right there. I don't know if you can see it, maybe the top camera can see it. Those both pins are on and I hope they're in the right position. It looks okay, but it is fiddly as. But as you can see, that's all for these 2 stages of the tiny thing that will come together, and I need to leave it to dry, so I'm going to put it right there. You can't see it now, but it is drying. And it is really something with all those little parts. Wow, guys, went through it quite quickly. It's not too hard to put together, but the little parts make it really hard to not be. How do I say it? To be so careful that you know you're not going to break anything, but not breaking is not an option here. You will break something. Tea time. And this is one of those models that you really have to be concentrated on how you do things and how you handle things, and you really need to be careful, really be careful, and make sure that you're not breaking anything. So when you're handling it, that's with a lot of engines as well. If you're building models, handling some parts of models, it's be careful. And if you can see that you can put it on later, making sure that you don't break it, so you put it on later. So what I do with window wipers and antennae, I don't put them on straight away, because if I turn the model around or hold it in some way, I know I'm holding a mirror or a window wiper or something like that fall off. So be careful with those kind of things that you can see that you can do at another moment. And with these, that's not possible because you have to make it. But there are some very tiny little parts on it, like those little things I showed you earlier. See those things sticking out? One of them is very white at the moment due to the fact that I put a lot of oh no. Well, there you go. Again, be very careful, and not like a stupid me that I am now right now. Just another good reason to be very careful again. And we're going to leave it there and to let it to dry. But you saw those little parts that you have at the top right there, on the other side, right there. You need to be careful with stuff like that. And as well with the exhaust. Remember when we put them into the engine that we had to build completely? Be careful with how you handle that. Be careful how you put that down. Be careful. You just saw me, yeah? I make the mistakes, so you don't have to make those mistakes. What Wayne always says. But thank you very much for joining me again. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on. And do be careful when you handle models and if you're busy with it. Hope you will join me next time. See you then. Bye-bye.